Quasi here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how to accelerate your manifestation by changing the past. Before I begin this video, I wanted to quickly announce that I'm doing a free giveaway of my book, Life Mastery. If you want to enroll into a competition to win this book for completely free at the end of the week, just comment Life Mastery down below. And at the end of the week, we'll be picking one lucky winner to get this book for completely free in the ebook format. Also, I'm super excited to announce that the free one-to-one consult for the Reality Mastery program is open. So if you want to know how to get your free consult, just wait till the end of the video for the announcement on that. With that, let's get started with this video. Now, you might be confused by this title of the video, changing the past. And you might be wondering, well, how the hell can you do that, Quasi? Let's get right into that. And why is that even important, right? So, whatever you're experiencing right now, whatever material reality you're experiencing right now, even the physical reality you're experiencing right now, is all a result of the work you've done in the past, the thoughts you've had in the past, the actions that you've taken in the past. To give you an example, the fact that I have as many subscribers that I have today was all a result of when I started my YouTube channel 2.5 years ago. So December 31st, 2017, when I first started my YouTube channel. I'm reaping the rewards of making, these daily videos, keeping up this momentum right now. To this day, I'm benefiting from those actions that I took back then. So always keep that in mind. Everything that you're experiencing right now is some work of the past. Now, you've probably never thought about it this way, but even your thoughts have an influence on your reality, obviously. If you're watching this video right now, and if you're following my channel, you know that your thoughts have an influence on your reality. So now your past and how you've coordinated, how you've arranged everything in your mind, what you felt yesterday, you're seeing the effects of it today. Without a doubt, even the tiniest bit of thought that you think, it's never going to go boom, zap. It's never going to disappear. It's always going to be recorded in the eternity archives. You're going to see some effect of it. It is going to come back around. This is what people call karma. But really, karma is action. Action in your thought, action in your feeling, action in your beliefs, action in your physical action, whatever it may be. It's always going to come back around and show you an effect. Okay? So your current experience of your material reality is all a result of things that you've done, the karma in the past, the action, thoughts, beliefs in the past. Now, this is explained by the delay principle of reality. And what that means is, everything that's material takes a little bit of time to arrange itself in material reality. So if you visualize something now, I'd always visualized, for example, living in my dream mansion in LA with my dream partner, waking up next to her. She's blonde, she has certain qualities that I want and I like. And this took around 2 years to happen. And one day I walked into the subway, looked to my left, and there she was. And for some reason, I just felt compelled to go up to her and talk to her. Once you keep visualizing, writing the right thoughts down and, just cultivate that right ecosystem internally, eventually it happens. Eventually these doorways open up for you. Eventually you get luckier and luckier. People call this luck, but this is just, doing the right thing at the right time. People think that, okay, because I did X, therefore I'm getting Y. But where did this X come from? Where did the Y really come from? What are the real causes of it? It always begins up here. The universe is just one giant thought. If you manage your thoughts, you're going to manage your reality. That's really it. So you got to find effective ways of managing your thought processes. So yeah, in terms of meeting my dream partner, I was visualizing every single day, this blonde girl, blah, 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 taking action on it, meeting women, going out on dates. And it so happened that one day, walked into the train, looked to my left, there she is. I feel compelled to talk to her. 9 months later, we're dating, we're together. Why this happens and why certain things happen in your life is because of the attention you place on it. Whatever thoughts you're placing attention on, whatever feelings you're feeling as you feel the thoughts, you create a charge for it. Whatever you like, you create more of it. Whatever you dislike, you create more of that. So really, we know the importance our past has, what we felt then to what we feel now. But this doesn't mean you can't change the past, right? And here's why. So I'm going to give you a story of John and Bill, and they had an abusive dad, okay? So John and Bill are both 40 years of age. They're twins. They had an abusive dad growing up. and their father was an alcoholic, a drug addict, would come back home, abuse them. And, one day a reporter wanted to interview both of them and how their lives turned out after the experience with their dads, or with their dad, singular. The reporter went to John, and John also turned out the similar way. Just like his dad, he turned out the same way. And the reporter asked him, how come you turned out this way? You're an abusive father as well. And, look, you're drunk right now. It's 3 p.m. Why did you turn out this way? And his answer was, well, my dad was this way. So how could I not turn this way? There was just no other way for me to turn out. That was understandable. And the reporter went to Bill, the other twin brother. And, he asked the reporter asked Bill, okay, well, Bill is now a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, making $1 million a year. The reporter asked him, well, your dad was abusive and your brother turned out this way. How come you turned out this way? Well, Bill answered, because my dad was this way, how else could I turn out? This is the only way I could turn out. So do you see how both people have the same answers, but they have different meanings attached to the same event that happened in their lives? So this leads me to meanings and events and how to change the past really in your life. Because right now you're telling yourself a certain story of what happened in the past and you've attached a certain meaning to it. Now the nature of your attention, the nature of thought energy is such that based on the thought energy you're radiating right now, you're actually shifting to parallel realities. Okay? You're creating these micro decisions by the thoughts you're generating. And you're shifting between realities right now, whether or not it's consciously or unconsciously. And because it's unconsciously, you're being led by some script. The external reality is leading you to a certain reality that maybe you would like, maybe you would not. AKA why the rich get richer, poor get poorer. So now because your thought energy is radiating a certain aspect, your thought energy is materializing a certain parallel reality. And this is going to do so more and more in the future. So it's important that you get in control of your thought energy now. So if you place a positive attention on something, you're going to shift to a positive parallel reality. If you place a negative attention on something, you're going to shift to a negative parallel reality. If you neutrally observe something, it has no power over you. Nothing really happens. Nothing changes. So now with that said, I want you to really think about any event that's happened in the past for the reason you are here today. Because whatever meaning you've attached to it, that is the reason why your life is like this right now. So to give you an example, I've had clients who are bullied, I've worked with people who are bullied, and I have friends who are bullied as well. And, some of them actually grow up to, have a lack of confidence and they just suffer. They're in this victim mindset. Oh no, look, I was bullied. That's why I'm this way. But I was bullied too when I was younger, right? And I took that as an incentive to grow. So I said, no, this must change. I got to become a better person. Because of how I was bullied, today I'm here. So I'm placing a positive attention on the event that's happened in the past. Do you see how this is occurring? I started to do this unconsciously at first. But because, regardless or not whether you do something right, if you do it the right way, you're going to get the right results, right? Regardless or not, whatever it is you do. So even though I unconsciously placed a positive attention on something, I was able to come to the point that I am today. I always told myself, oh, it's good that I got bullied. This is good. Somehow this is good. But I just didn't know that this was an actual way of shifting to a reality in which outcomes that happen are favorable. Most people, I've met other people who did get bullied and they, chose to perceive it as, oh no, because I'm bullied, I'm this way. I didn't have a healthy childhood, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like John, ending up as a drunken father as well. So if you place a positive meaning to an event in your life, corresponding events that happen will become positive as well. So now I hope you know the importance of this. And now what I'm going to share with you is a key of how you can change the past in order to get a better future for yourself from this point forward. So now what I ask you to do is look back into your past right now and see what stories you're telling yourself. So really ask yourself what sort of traumatic experience you've had. And, are you making that the reason that you're here? Are you putting a negative attention on it or are you putting a positive attention on it? Ask yourself that. If you are putting a negative attention on it, what you got to do is just write it down. Get a piece of paper, get a notebook, whatever it is, write down the experience. Next to it, write down the reason that you're putting behind it. Is it a positive or a negative? Really write that down. And now make another column and write down the reframe. So we're going to have 3 columns. First one is the experience, the childhood experience or whatever traumatic experience you've had. The first reason, what your current state of being is, whether or not it's favorable, and then your reframe, because you're going to reframe that negative attention you put on it to a positive attention. Once you do this from this day forward, every single thing that happens is going to start eventually becoming more and more positive. Obviously, this has got to overcome this delay principle, and you've got to keep it up long enough. Every time people ask me, how come you became this way? You got bullied, blah, blah, blah. And I tell them, yeah, it's fantastic that I got bullied. Thank God I got bullied, or else I wouldn't be here today. So I'm using that intensely negative experience, reframing it into positive, so it becomes an intensely positive experience. You can use any event in your life to lead you to more and more freedom or more and more bondage. You choose. And with that, I conclude this video. I sincerely hope this helped. Just to recap, whatever you're currently experiencing is all a result of your past, aka Quasi's YouTube channel is all a result of the work that he did 2 years ago, the hard work that he did, blah, blah, blah. Everything is compounding up and up and up. Number 2, delay principle in reality. Whatever thoughts and attitudes you have now is going to manifest into material reality after a certain point, a certain period of time. Depending on the intention energy you attribute to it, it manifests quicker or slower. Number 3, your attention and thought energy corresponds to different sectors of parallel realities. If you have a positive attention, you're going to shift to positive parallel realities, favorable lifelines. If you have a negative attention, then you're going to shift to unfavorable lifelines, aka negative parallel reality. We took the example of John and Bill, who were twins in the same household but turned out completely differently. They had completely different outcomes to their lives. And that's because John put a negative meaning to that event of having an abusive dad and turned out to become the same exact copy of his dad. Bill became a Fortune 500 company CEO because he put a positive meaning onto that experience. So you can use any traumatic experience you've had right now and reframe that into a positive one. And how to do that is as follows. You want to look back into your past, find an experience, and see what stories you're telling yourself about it. What are you telling yourself right now? Number 3, you want to change that meaning from a negative to a positive. Get a piece of paper, make 3 columns, experience current meaning you've attached to it, the reframed meaning that you intend to attach to it to become a conscious creator of your reality. With that, I conclude this video. Make sure you do this because this is extremely powerful. This is the one thing that's going to help you break free from this current reality you're experiencing to experiencing that which you'd like to experience. So again, thank you so much for watching. I sincerely hope this helped, and I hope you'll try this out and let me know in the comment section what you thought of this, whether or not this was a practical, helpful exercise. If it was shitty, just say, hey, Quasi, this was a completely terrible video. Don't make videos like this ever again. But just let me know in the comment section what you thought, and I'll cater my content to that. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell there so you're notified of any new video that I put out. And also, I'm super excited to announce that I'm growing a massive Facebook group. We'll be sharing all of this kind of stuff, and we have a great community of great members, and I would love to interact with you on a personal level. So make sure you click on the link below to join this Facebook group. We're growing massively, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. And also, as I mentioned before, the Reality Mastery Program is open for enrollment. And if you didn't know what the Reality Mastery Program is, it's essentially the most powerful paradigm of manifestation. See, what I found in my personal life was that anything that I created in my life consciously was all a result of who I became first consciously. Like I said, your reality is created by the thoughts and internal ecosystem that you create. Most powerful way to create that is to completely become that version of yourself that you need to become to experience that reality that you would like to experience. Whenever I transform my relationships, my social life, my finances, quitting my 9-to-5, getting good grades in school even, it was all a result of who I became, not just what I did. 2 people can do the exact same thing and get completely different results. I had a prospective client who came to me and he said, hey, look, I went through the same course as the founder of Airbnb at the same time, and he came out of that course and came up with the idea of Airbnb, and I still haven't made any progress in my life. I'm still stuck where I am. And I don't want that to happen for you, because this is the thing that's missing, the identity level stuff and really the core foundational stuff. And I know we can help you get to the point you want to get to. So make sure you sign up for the free one-to-one consult, and let's see if we're a good fit to work together. Let's see if I am the right fit to help you out. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Peace.